Well, guys, welcome back to the Tipsy Truth, where spirits meet secrets. On today's episode, we explore your social media algorithm. I know we're all on social media. Clearly, if you're watching this, you're probably on social media, whether that's TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or even YouTube. And the crazy thing about these social networks is they get to learn you. They learn about you. They learn what you like. They learn what you don't like, and they cater content towards that. To me, it's the craziest thing, and it seemed to really take off after TikTok came out, because TikTok's algorithm is insanely accurate. It really is. And at points, it's scary how well it knows you and what you'll like, because it watches what you do. It watches the way you, no matter how long, if you watch a video all the way through, it knows that video caught your attention. So it's going to find more videos like that and push those videos towards you. If you like that video, it's going to push more content like that towards you. And it's just the craziest thing. To me, it's insanity how well an algorithm can learn about you and learn what you like. And so we're going to dig into some of that. I do have an article up here just because I wanted to learn more about it, and there's a lot of big words that I can't remember. But we're gonna go through that article and kind of go over a few things. Same as last episode, I am drinking Sprite and Fireball. That has come to be my new favorite drink. Can't really explain why. I'm not really a Fireball guy, but Fireball and Sprite has been my go-to. I don't know why. Just really, really good. But so the way these algorithms work, we're going to go through it. Understanding social media algorithms, personalization and filtering. Social media platforms use algorithms to curate and personalize the content that users see in their feed based on past interactions, searches, likes, shares. This means users are more likely to encounter information that aligns with their existing beliefs and interests. Engagement metrics. Platforms prioritize content that is likely to generate engagements, which can favor sensational, controversial, or emotionally charged posts, including things like conspiracy theories, cold cases, or other topics. Recommended systems. So the algorithm's recommended content includes groups of pages based on the user's behavior. This can lead to users down what people call a rabbit hole of increasingly narrow and extreme content, potentially leading to radicalization. So, like me personally, I fall into these rabbit holes, especially on YouTube. I'm bad about it. Like with the Malaysian Airlines, whenever we did that episode, I fell into a deep rabbit hole of that, just wanting to learn more and more and more. And every time I finished a YouTube video on it, there was another video ready to play next. And that's one downfall of these algorithms, is you can get stuck on your device for hours. And man, it's just crazy. I mean, even something like that, something that I've never really read into, I mean, I was stuck on that for probably 4 or 5 hours, just watching 10, 20, 30-minute videos. But that's what it does. It finds the content that you like, and it just keeps pushing similar content to keep you on the app, to get more engagement, to have more screen time on there. Because whether we know it or not, these social media platforms are getting paid for how much you're on their app. Whether that's from advertisements, from paid sponsors, or things like that. They make money off of us being on there. So now we're going to get into echo chambers and filter bubbles. So echo chambers. Social media can create environments where users are exposed to primarily to viewpoints similar to their own, reinforcing pre-existing beliefs, minimalizing exposure to challenging or contradicting information. And filter bubbles. Personalized algorithms that can isolate users in bubbles of content that affirm their worldviews, limiting their exposure to diverse perspectives and critical analysis. So, I'll just give an example here. If you are a Republican, you're a hardcore Republican, and all you do is watch Republican content on your TikTok, Facebook, or Instagram, they're going to keep pushing that. That way you are staying on because they know that's what you like. And yes, that's good because you're seeing things that you like, but it can also be harmful because you're not seeing the other side. Whether you're Republican, don't want to see Democrat, we've all got to take a look into that side just to see. You can't be blind. You can't turn a blind eye to another side just because of a few things you don't agree with. I hope that kind of makes sense. But that's what social media is doing. It's making us turn a blind eye to viewpoints that we don't agree with, or viewpoints that we don't necessarily see eye to eye with. It turns us completely away from that. And it's bad. And so for me, what I do personally is on TikTok every 3 weeks, I go through and I reset my For You page, which clears my algorithm, and I restart. Because I don't want to turn a blind eye, and I don't want to be missing things that I shouldn't be missing. And plus, I learn about new things that I never would have known about if I didn't change up my algorithm. But that's just one. In the long run, it's terrible for us to be stuck on one thing forever. There's no escaping social media and being on your phone. Everybody does it. Everybody's stuck on their phone nowadays. And so I think we need to push more for resetting your algorithm or checking out new stuff and getting out of your echo chambers and your filter bubbles, whatever they call them, and seeing new points of view, seeing new content, and not just being stuck to that one thing that you're hooked on. I think it's really good to keep your mind going. It's really good to open your eyes to new viewpoints. I don't think we should be so focused on one thing, and we just need to see other viewpoints as well. But so one of the biggest arguments to these algorithms, the main thing people have an issue with, similar to those filter bubbles and echo chambers, is people are afraid of it affecting the way you think. If the algorithm is pushing a certain narrative in your direction, eventually it could sway the way you think. It could sway, let's say you don't believe the earth is flat, but all of a sudden your algorithm's putting in videos about flat earth. All of a sudden you may consider it, and then you're going to look into it, you're going to go down a rabbit hole, and it's going to be all over your page, and all of a sudden now you believe in a flat earth and things like that. The issue is people think that these algorithms being able to learn you so well and push certain videos towards you, it's going to push people in a certain direction, and it's going to be similar to like mind control, to where you're not going to be able to think for yourself. The way you think is based off of what you've seen on the social media platform because of the way it's pushed you. I hope that kind of makes sense. And that's one of the main concerns with these algorithms and AI helping with these algorithms, is it knows how to please you. It knows what videos will please you and what you'll watch. And so it can, in theory, sway the way you think and change your thoughts behind it. That's one of the main concerns with it that people have an issue with. Another one is censorship, because of it can push everybody in a certain direction. It censors everybody else. So if TikTok is wanting to push blue is the best color in the world, but you're over here talking about red is the best color in the world, because TikTok wants to push this, it's going to show everything to slowly creep you over here. That's another fear that people have for this, is it's going to censor everybody else and bring you over here. And with that is like shadow banning. So it's going to, I'm trying to think of how to put this. I've already been drinking. I'm sorry. I can't keep my mind straight. But shadow banning everybody over here, because social media wants to bring you over here. So your content's not getting shown because they want everybody to see this over here. If that makes any sense. Another thing that people have the issue with is privacy, because you've got these algorithms watching and learning. They know exactly what you're watching. They know exactly how long you're watching it. They know when you're pressing that like button. They know when you're sharing it to somebody. They know when you add it to your favorites. It knows it, and it's studying it and building that algorithm as you're scrolling. As you're doing that, it's building what's going to come up next. How true this is, I'm not sure. Another big theory is that these social media companies are conducting what they call secret psychological experiments on users without their consent. That's a theory of how people think TikTok got their algorithm so good, is they were spying on these people without them knowing. And so, like, accessing your camera and watching where your eyes are going, accessing your microphone, seeing what you're saying while watching this video, seeing how you react to these videos. That's one conspiracy theory that they have. Whether it was TikTok, Facebook, all these companies have a lot of pressure on their back from people throwing these conspiracy theories out there, saying that this could be true. And there are certain people have quote unquote proven this, but I've not seen any full-blown proof that this has happened. But I'm not really sure, and I don't think anybody's really 100% sure that they're actually conducting these secret experiments. The last theory that I've got right here, conspiracy theory, is with AI coming around. I'm sure everybody watching this has heard about AI or looked into AI, and AI has become such a scary topic in today's world, because everybody believes with this AI learning so fast and so many companies using it and all this, it's going to learn us way too well, and it's going to know how to take over, whether that's robots, whether that's through your phone and swaying your mind in a certain direction. Everybody's scared of it. In my honest opinion, where AI is now is a good point, but there's no shutting the door. You've opened the door, you can't shut it now. If you've ever played with Chat GPT, I use it almost daily. It's a really cool program that is artificial intelligence. It's constantly learning. But it's like Google, if Google was a person. It's really handy. I really like it personally, because if I have a question or I need help with something, instead of Googling it and going through websites and doing all this and trying to find the answer, ChatGPT has it right there. I just really like it, but people are scared of these AIs getting involved in social media. Like Snapchat already has, it's called My AI, I think it's called My AI. Let me see. Yeah, My AI on Snapchat that you can talk to, you can Snapchat it, and it acts I don't know what that was, but my stop sign started shaking. All the spooky vibes in here. You got shit going on. But where was I? Oh, the Snapchat AI. But you can talk to it, you can Snapchat it, and it acts like a person. Like if I take a picture of a ceiling, it knows that I took a picture of a ceiling. It's kind of freaky. It is that a piece of machine is that intelligent, but I believe there's a lot more good than bad that can happen with it. But people are really worried with AI and it getting on social media that it's gonna push everybody in the wrong direction, especially this younger generation, because they're so vulnerable. They can be swayed in a direction so much easier than a grown adult. And so it really worries people about that. And I see it all the time because of these algorithms and the AI that's in it, and it's pushing people's kids in a direction that they don't want. But I also don't disagree with it because I believe you should be able to see a full picture. I don't think you should live your life listening to everything that you're surrounded by. I believe you should see other sides of the story and make a decision for yourself. I don't agree to people not letting outside information come in. Kind of like seeing what's going on in Russia or in China or in Japan. I don't think we should shut that completely down. I think we need to be open to listening, but I don't think we should just be stuck on that. I hope that kind of makes sense. I don't think we need to be stuck on one thing. I think we need to have an open mind to everything and then make our own decisions based off that. And again, that's just the scary part about these algorithms, is they have the power to just show you this one side without you even knowing it, because it's just going to slowly push you into that, and you're just going to be swiping away and never know it. It's just crazy to me, but I think that's one thing we all need to be conscious. Jesus Christ, I think I'm having a fucking stroke. Consciences? I don't know. I think we all need to be aware of that these algorithms have the power to change the way we think. And I think if we're aware to it and not just blowing it off and keep scrolling, then it can help us not be sucked into that void, that rabbit hole. And it can help you make your own decisions. So I hope that makes sense. I don't know. It's a weird one. It's a really weird one. But that's just something to think about and do some research on. That's really all I've got. That I wanted to do a short one. Danny couldn't be here today. He had something come up. He is busy. And so I told him I would shoot a solo by myself. So it's just me. So I wanted to find a shorter topic to talk about, but a topic that I really wanted to speak about, because this is something I think we all need to be aware of. This is an ongoing issue that we need to acknowledge and learn how to prevent going down that rabbit hole or being stuck in those bubbles. So I hope we can do that. I hope we can all kind of open our eyes and change the way we think and think independently and not let social media control what you think about. I just want us all to have our own independent thoughts and live our own independent lives, not based off of something we saw on TikTok or Facebook or Instagram. So I hope that kind of gets through. So, fuck social media. Think for your fucking self. I'm still on social media, but you get what I'm saying. Don't let it control you. Be your own person. think that's all I've got. So we'll be back with y'all next week with a new Tipsy Truth. Starting next week, Clocked Out Chronicles is going to be off the air for a few weeks. We just did our season finale. You can check out that episode. It's the last one we uploaded, but for the next couple weeks, it's just going to be the weekly recap and Tipsy Truth until Clocked Out comes back. So I really hope y'all enjoyed this. I'm excited. I'm really enjoying this show. I'm having a lot of fun with it. I didn't get to wear my Clocked Out merch today. I just got off work a little bit ago, and I've been trying to do a bunch of stuff, research this topic and editing, and so I didn't have time to change. But if you do want some merch or to check out our merch, go to www.clockedoutmerch.com. I'd really appreciate it, even just checking it out. You don't have to buy anything, just check it out. Let us know your opinions on it, and let us know if there's anything we can do better. So I appreciate y'all so much. All I gotta say is stay tipsy and stay truthful. We'll see y'all next week. Thank you.